So people have mentioned that Ukraine is a strategic national interest for Russia. And what they mean by that is, although you would understand this better than I, but what they usually mean by that is, it's not, by the way, a strategic national interest for the U.S., although I've argued actually in a circuitous way it kind of is, but it's certainly not in the same way that it is for Russia. And what that is to me, to say is, well, look, if it becomes a part of NATO, they feel like they're threatened because NATO is actively trying to wipe out Russia. That is actually completely true. NATO's been trying to wipe out Russia for a very long time, but we're doing it in the exact way that you talked about, which is economically, culturally, if we project our even cultural power. If the people decide that they like Americans enough, it's going to become very hard to maintain a anti-American stance, and the idealism or the ideals of the former Soviet Union all sort of wash away. We've had some success with that when we practice it properly in other countries. We're actually more successful than people, I think, understand in Tehran. Would have been nice if certain tangerine-colored presidents were aware of that. But at any rate, I'm not bitter at all. It seems to me if it joins NATO and they keep losing Soviet satellite states, former Soviet satellite states to NATO, I can see why, if I were Putin, I would say this could be an end to us. Now, it wouldn't be an end. Nobody's talking about going in and killing all Russians, but it would be an end to this kind of culture, which he absolutely prizes. And in a couple of generations, maybe. And is that the goal? Yes, I think that's the goal of NATO. I think they're deliberately doing it. But it's not an existential threat in a physical sense, and so it really depends on where his head is at as to just how far he'd go to win in Ukraine. But I think Zehan's argument here is he will go to any length to win at Ukraine, period, end of discussion. I don't think he's right. I hope he's not right, but I think that's his argument.